All right, guys, so now we're going to do our update and delete, or our put and delete, I should say. It's a put request to update and delete request to delete. Now, I'm going to do the update, and then I'd like you to try to pause the video and do the delete request on your own. You don't have to, but I would suggest it. So to update an idea, let's go under the post request here, or post endpoint, and let's say update idea. And I'm actually going to copy this right here, the get single idea. I'm going to copy that route. And what I'm going to do is change this to a put request. Okay, you could also use patch, but put is more common. And we do need the ID, so we're going to keep that there. We do need to find the idea that we want to update, so we're going to keep this line as well. And if there's no idea, then we'll go ahead and return a 404. If there is, then instead of just sending that idea back, we want to update the text and tag. Those are the two fields that I want users to be able to update. So let's say the idea.text is going to equal the request.body.text, so whatever comes in the body. Now, they might make the request and not have anything in there, so I want to say or, then we're just going to keep whatever is in the idea text field. And then we'll do the same with tag. So we'll change that to tag, change this, so it's going to come in as tag, and then change this, tag. And I'm not going to do the username because I don't want them to be able to update that. And that's it. And then we'll just return the updated idea. So let's try that out. I'm going to save that, and we're going to jump into Postman. I'll just open up a new tab. I'm going to copy this endpoint. So it's going to be, actually I wanted this one, but it's fine. We just need to add an ID. So let's say 1. Okay, and then in the body, I'm going to choose this form URL encoded, and I'm going to send text. For text, I'm going to say updated idea. And then for tag, let's say business. So we'll go ahead and send, and we get back a 200 response, success true. Now the text did not update, so neither one of these updated. So something went wrong. So I'm getting the idea. Oh, I didn't select put. Yeah, so right here, we made a get request. So let's select put and send, and there we go. So we get success true, data, we have updated idea for the text, we have business for the tag. And we'll see that if we go and now fetch, if I go to this tab, which is the get request to, let's say /1, we'll see the updated data. But if I reload the database, reload the application or API, and then we come back here, it's going to go back to what it was, the hard-coded data. All right, so what I want you to do now is create the delete request. So you know that you need an ID. It has to be a delete request, and you basically just need to find the idea with that ID, and then delete it. And we're just deleting it from an array, so you could use splice. There's a lot of different ways you could do it. So just try it out. All right, so now I'm going to come down here and let's say delete idea. And let's copy, let's see, I'll just copy the put that we just did. And it's going to be a delete request. And we're going to find the idea. If there's no idea, we'll return 404. If there is, then let's get rid of this. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to get the index. So let's say const index, and we're going to say ideas, and I'm going to use index of, and pass in the idea. So that'll give me the index, right? So the first one, you know, index would be 0, index would be 1, 2, and so on. So now that I have the index, I'm going to splice it out. So I'll say ideas.splice, and I want to get from the index, and I just want that 1, so I only want to go 1 over, right? If I wanted to delete 2 from the index, I could do that, but of course we want to delete 1. And then what I want to return for data is just going to be an empty object because it's deleted. All right, so let's save that. Let's try it out. So we'll come over to Postman, and I'm just going to change this put to a delete. And let's delete 1. Send. We get a successful response, just an empty object. Now, if I go over to the first tab where we're getting all the ideas and I send, you'll see now I only have 2 and 3. If I make a GET request to ideas/1, it's not found. Only because it's only in memory, though. Remember that. If I reload the server and I come back to Postman and I try to get 1, it's going to be there. So now, I mean, we have a CRUD API. It creates, reads, update, and deletes ideas. So this is essentially a full working REST API. So you can now say that you know how to create a REST API. Now, what we're not doing is persisting the data, which is kind of useless, really, for something like this. So in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit about MongoDB, which is a database that we're going to use to be able to persist our data.